Hi there, hello, how are you? I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day so far. I am freaking ecstatic. I have curated for you a list of 20 items, all amazing, all from Amazon, literally for anyone on your holiday shopping list, and everything is under $15. Amazing, right? I love a good budget gift. I don't think that we need to break the bank in order to make somebody smile. There's so many amazing things that you can get that are relatively cheap, and I feel like I found some pretty awesome stuff for you. But before we dig into today's video, we have a word from today's sponsor, Ooze Life. Do you partake in a little giggle grass? Do you prefer to smoke a little CBD? When I say Mary Jane, did you already think of your stoner brother Brandon? That's my brother's name. Well then, Ooze has the device for you. This here is the Ooze Flare, a dry herb vaporizer with a digital screen, flex temp technology which displays in both Fahrenheit and Celsius, a ceramic chamber, and a glass straw mouthpiece. Did you know that you fly higher, faster, and with using less product when you use a dry herb vaporizer? Yeah. And after the fact, you have something called already vaped bud, or AVB, that you can then consume and then feel those effects all over again. Today I have some CBD in here because this is the Elevated Home channel, not my cannabis channel. It tastes more earthy and more natural when you hit out of a dry herb vape rather than combusting, which is when you put fire to it. If you are looking for a healthier way to consume a new device or just to save money by letting your herb last quite a bit longer, well then look no further than the Ooze Flare. I do have a full dedicated review of this. I will have up in the cards down below in the description box and in the pinned comments so you can see the full review of it. Thank you to Ooze for supporting this channel, and thank you to all of you wonderful humans for making a dry herb vape ad in a regular video just a normal thing, because that's what society is nowadays. Yes? All right, perfect. Now let's get into the video. Are you as excited to get started with all of these things as I am? I have curated for you a collection of 20 different items that will work for anyone on your list, with the exception of like children. Everything is under $15, which means they make an excellent stocking stuffer, an excellent supplementary item to something else. Like maybe you're getting something a little bit bigger, but you feel like it's missing something. You need just like a little bit extra. There is definitely going to be something in this video for you. So let's get started. I do have this separated into 5 different categories, and I will put a number on the screen. I saw other people doing that corresponds to the direct link down below in the description box and pinned comment. Makes finding it a lot less frustrating. So let's get started with category number 1, and that is, I'm gonna call it New Year. In the past, I've really focused on giving somebody something that they can utilize for the new year, whether that be a journal or self-help guide of some sort, or classes, that some kind of task or skill they can learn throughout the year. And it turns out that none of those things seem to really be as helpful as this very one thing, a calendar. This one's just a paper calendar. It's the kind that people can just throw it on their desk, put their keyboard and their mouse on top of it, keep track of their work, keep track of their budget, keep track of after school activities, during school activities, lunch menu, dinner menu, social events, literally everything all in one place at a snapshot that you can see in like 1 second. But if you're not really into this paper, which I was for a very long time, but then I got rid of the buffet that's in my dining room, and now I don't have anywhere to like place that thing, and it's not cute enough to really hang up. You can hang it up. It has these little grommets if you want to stick a pin in it, I suppose. But I needed to change into something that didn't need a flat surface. So if you have somebody on your list that doesn't have a flat surface, that just doesn't seem like that's really their vibe, this thing is so cool. It is a gigantic magnet. This thing has more than 34,000 5-star reviews. It is like the #1 selling planner thing on Amazon. Everybody loves it. I think my favorite feature with this calendar is that it actually has 6 weeks here, so that you can have it kind of running into the next month, or maybe you have the last week of the last month, this month, and the last week of the next month, kind of like all flowing, so you have a really good snapshot of your day. And this magnet is hella strong, so it's sticking and it's not falling down. The size of this thing, 16.9 inches by 11.8 inches. It does fit basically any standard refrigerator, and it's large. For the price point, you cannot get something like that big for this cheap, so it is a hell of a steal. And then I have a third calendar suggestion. This one is actually wall mounted, a little bit fancier. I do really like that it has this note section on the side. It's got this aluminum around the edge, but it does come in both colors, so you can get it in just like the silver aluminum or also this gold. I've been real into gold and brass lately. I'm gonna put every single thing in my house is gonna be gold in brass. This one is 16 by 20. I don't think that it's so big that a lot of people wouldn't find a space in their home to be able to put this, but it's also not like so small that when you're writing on it that you can't see it or that you have to write really tiny, which then brings me into the next thing. Also, by the way, this did come with a magnet. It is magnetic, and a dry erase marker that I dropped on the floor, as well as the mounting stuff that you need to attach it to the wall, like the little anchors and the screws. I don't love dry erase. I know I just showed you 2 dry erase things. I don't love dry erase. You know what I do love? Wet erase. That's upside down. Wet erase. These write and feel the same as a dry erase marker, but when you rub your hand over it or somebody brushes past your calendar, it doesn't just erase everything, which is devastating when that happens. They are smudge free. After about a minute of dry time, you can wipe your hand all over this. As long as your hand's not wet or sweaty, then you're fine. But I think if you were to get one of the dry erase boards, that this would be an excellent companion gift, and you can help to explain like the reason why. This isn't a cute package, so I'd probably take them out of their package, twist them up into a little bundle, tie them with a bow, and then explain that they are in fact wet erase markers and why a wet erase marker for a calendar is so much better. Next section, home, this thing. Oh my gosh, I love the hell out of this thing. Do you know what this is? It is a sheet tucker. It also looks like it's also a paddle. There's probably a lot of people that you don't want to gift this to use as a paddle, but as a bed sheet tucker, this thing is amazing. So the whole idea is that it makes making your bed a lot easier. I know one of the reasons why I don't like to make my bed is because it is so labor intensive. My mattress is heavy, like lifting that up to try to tuck in the sides, or even just changing the sheets in general, and then it's all billowy on the sides. You wanna make it look nice and tight and crisp. That's this thing. And they do have another version of this on Amazon that is twice the price. This one's like about $12-ish on average. You know that Amazon pricing does kind of fluctuate a little bit, and it does tend to go down a little bit during November and December because all of those brands are trying to capture like any sales they possibly can. So lots of sales, lots of really good pricing right now. Yeah, but the other one is $25. I tested this out and it works magnificently. This is helpful. This is an actual tool that everybody could use. Think about it, like children, anybody with limited mobility, seniors, people like me that I just don't have the strength to lift the whole damn mattress, nor do I want to. The tucker, the bed sheet tucker. It does come in white or gray, a 1-pack or a 2-pack. I'm really excited about them. Here's another thing that doesn't really kind of look like a gift, but oh my God, it's so helpful. It's a shower hook, but it really, for me, it kind of has a lot of different purposes to it. It is suction cup, but it actually works on other textures. Now on the listing, it says it doesn't work on other textures like travertine or like a natural stone, but it does, it fully does. I have it in my shower, which I have not found a single suction cupped item prior to this that would be able to hold things up in my shower because I have like the natural stone, and I don't want to put it on the glass shower doors because it just looks like garbage on the outside. When you get out, it's like clutter. But it was more so designed to be like a robe hook on the back of a door. So you can apply this to the back of a door, you can apply it to glass, wood, tile, stone, marble, like basically any surface, not like brick, not something that's super porous. So it does kind of sort of have a suction cup, but it works by pressure. So you push it against the item, you attach the hook, and you twist it down. And as soon as you twist it down tight enough, it kind of like pulls, creates a super secure seal. It's supposed to hold up to 15 pounds. It can hold more than that, but it is rated to hold about 15 pounds. So if you know somebody that has always wanted to decorate their front porch and maybe hasn't, this is what I use as a wreath hook. And I absolutely love this because it doesn't block like the top of my door from being able to close all the way. I don't have to try to like yank my door shut, nor does it slide around on the top of my door, and you can't really see it. So it's really nice for hanging a wreath. And if you're looking for something for somebody for the holidays, something for the holidays is sometimes a really good idea. I do, of course, also use this in my shower. You could use it on the back of the door. It comes in a 1-pack or a 2-pack. You can get it in chrome or oil rubbed bronze. Regardless of the way that you get it, it's under $15, and it's another thing that's just super mega helpful. Oh, this next thing I'm really excited about too. It's called an e-cloth. Have you heard of it? Oh, holy hell, if you haven't, let me tell you about it. So I think Norwax, it's like Norwax. It's an MLM, I believe, came out with it first. It's something ridiculous, like $40 for this cloth that's supposed to be able to magically clean any piece of glass, windows, mirrors, and not leave a single streak, and you don't even need to use any chemicals. And it almost seems like too good. This little kit comes with 2 towels. One is a waffle weave and one is a much tighter waffle weave. The larger waffle weave one, you just get slightly damp, you wring it out, and then you use this to wipe your glass. Then you go ahead and grab your polishing cloth and you can dry it right up. There are no streaks, you don't use any chemicals. This is like, I know you're thinking this is a perfect gift for a mom, right? Perhaps, yes, but I think there are way more purposes to this than you're even imagining. Like my husband said right away that these feel like and look like a lot of the towels that he uses for professional auto detailing, and he used it on a windshield and loved it even more than the towels that he already gets, that he pays triple for through an auto detailing site. Maybe somebody who has pets that leave their little nose boops all on the glass door before heading outside. You don't really want to put chemicals there because they're getting their little nose boops there. So you can clean it with water instead. It's supposed to get rid of 99% of bacteria. I don't know how that works. And they're incredibly eco-friendly. You can gift these to people that are just moving out for the very first time. They are washable and reusable up to 100 times. A lot of the reviews say that they last a lot longer than that they are basically just something that you just keep for forever. And it does actually come in two different versions. They have an old version and the new version. This is the new version. I'm not really sure what the difference is, but I imagine that whatever is new is probably better than the old version. It does also come in 3 colors: tangerine orange, Alaskan blue, or I got green. We're gonna call it Mary Jane green. It's not. It's almost like a teal. It did also come in a bundle, like you could upgrade to a bundle for $25 and get this eyeglass cleaning cloth. It's also pretty killer. And basically everybody wears some form of glasses. Sunglasses are regular glasses, right? Blue light glasses, we should all be wearing those. Next up is another like stocking stuffer, and I will put a few variations for these down below as well, but they are glow in the dark remote control covers. These have saved us on so many occasions of just getting irate and not being able to find the remote because they fluoresce. They're so dang bright. Just turn off your light and kind of shimmy your blankets and pillows around and I guarantee you're going to find your remote. All of them, even the white one does glow, and they glow the entire night. Like still in the morning, they are vibrant. There are a couple different color variations. This is just the Amazon remote. So many people have this. If you know that they have a Fire Stick, then these will fit. Instead of calling this category home, I should have called it fixing other people's problems for them with things that they probably wouldn't have purchased for themselves. This is the Wally Outlet Wall Shelf, and every single home could probably use 1, if not 5 of these. You can get it in a 1-pack or a 2-pack. They come in black or white, and regardless of the variation that you select, it's going to be under $15. What this thing does is it does not drill into your hole. It does not damage your walls. It is incredibly easy to install. You put it wherever you have an outlet that you have a need for a long cord, essentially for a stand for. So it does have hooks that you can attach to the bottom. So it does have its own cable management system if you want to use it as a charging station. Essentially, you could just wind it up on the bottom, but we use one so that we could put an Amazon Alexa in the girls' bathroom because they didn't really have like counter space for it. They're also wild with their water, so the countertop will oftentimes get wet. So this needed to be something that was not in a space where it can be damaged, and it has its own cord management system in the top shelf. All of the cords just wind up and you can push them in the top, and then this thing just sits on top. This thing can literally be helpful in any room of your entire house. Every single person would be able to find at least 5 different ways to use this. Okay, the next 2 things have to do with plants. If you have somebody who's a plant lover in your life, I think they would appreciate both of these. You could even get them as like a little bit of a combined gift. They actually go together. They don't go together, but they would. Let me make that make sense. This is a propagation station. If you don't know what propagating is, it's when you create more plants with one plant. A lot of people that are into houseplants are into like the most common are succulents and those the trailing kind like ivy, heartleaf philodendrons, those kinds. They propagate so well in this because it gives it enough space for the root to actually grow down. So you fill it up with water, you do your little cutting, you put your cutting in the top, and then magic just happens. And then you have 5 more plants and you didn't have to go to the nursery. But propagating plants has become so popular. I think it was a pandemic thing, but it's stuck around, and a lot of people don't have an actual purposeful area to do it. And this is really cute. It comes in beige, black, or brown. This one's in brown. I leave mine just on the ledge by my window because I wanted to get maximum sun, but it does also have attachments on the back so you can hang it to a wall. Because I do have a space that I want it to work in, but I'm not sure if it gets enough sunlight. I don't know. And then the other thing kind of goes with it, but it doesn't. It's a grow light. And if you've never heard of a grow light, well, it is a light that just helps the plants grow. It has 3 different color spectrums, 48 2-way LED lights, and it can extend up to 26 inches. What you do is you put it in the pot with the plants, which is really nice because it doesn't take up any more space on my mantle, or if you have it on a counter or on a surface somewhere. I found that I really like this one because it is very adjustable. It is a lot prettier in the way that it looks, like with this halo as opposed to the arms. It also has 10 different levels of brightness, and it has a timer on it. But it's winter now and we don't get enough sunlight for plants to be able to thrive indoors. So if you have a plant lover in your life, they would love, absolutely adore a grow light. It's like taking care of their little babies. And even if they have a grow light, they may not have enough. A lot of plants need their own dedicated grow light as opposed to like a surface grow light for an entire collection. So it's still, even if they have a grow light, yeah. This next section is almost a subsection of home because it's kitchen specifically. First up, this 3-pack of silicone spoon rests. You can split this up, give 1 to each person, or you could give the entire 3-pack. I have the entire 3-pack. I only ever use one, so I suggest just splitting it up. There are some other color variations. I find these to be incredibly safe colors for anybody's kitchen though, but I'll make sure that I have them all linked down below. They have a more rigid like neck part right here, and they can hang up. I don't ever hang them up. But the whole purpose of them is a spoon rest, but they can go in the dishwasher. They don't have to be out all the time, and they protect the countertop from getting disgusting. I shouldn't even admit that I only just got a spoon rest like a year ago. I, as a full adult, have just been putting my dirty spatulas right on my countertop and then complaining that I had to clean my countertop. Solve the problem for somebody. So I continue to say this thing next. Hear me out on this one. I know you've seen it already. If you've watched any other Amazon shopping list, every single person has put a milk frother on there, but I found something better than all of theirs. If you have somebody on your list that likes coffee, then this is definitely going to be for them, but this one has a whole extra added feature, which makes it even more versatile and useful in the kitchen. It comes with an egg beater. It also has a double whisk, so it froths better, a bit more dense, and it also has a stand. It does come in 12 different colors, ranging from like this one that just happens to match my kitchen a little bit better, black, to like neon colors. And anybody that drinks coffee would love this, and it is different from all the ones that you can find at the store. The ones at the store do not come with a double attachment and only have one whisk and don't usually have a stand. This one has all of that, and it's like $10. Okay, next up, this doesn't look very nice, but this is something that I think if you are a parent, if you get photos, like wallet photos of your kids, and you hand them out around the holidays, then this is the thing that should accompany it. So we hand out wallet sizes, and instead of just like handing them a photo, we hand it to them in this little magnetic frame. It's added protection for the photo. It magnets right onto the front of a refrigerator, and then you don't have to put a magnet on top of the photo to have it attached to the fridge. This looks nicer, and it's a better way of handing out school photos. Okay, and then the last thing for the kitchen I'm realizing is something that like not everybody would probably keep in their kitchen. They might keep it in their bedroom, their bathroom. I should have probably had this in the home section. And this is one of those electronic candle lighters. We keep it in the kitchen because I have candles in the kitchen, but then that's also where the junk drawer is. You charge this like once a year. It has its charging port right here at the very bottom. It has kind of like a safety feature in that you have to slide this up to turn it on. It does give you your battery life there, and then you have to push the button to arc to actual light candles. What's really nice about this one is it has a flexible head, so you can actually get down into the candle jars. It's never going to die or run out, and almost everybody has a candle or a purpose for something like this. Under $10, it comes in 6 different colors. Mine is in champagne gold, and it does also have a hook if you plan on hanging it up somewhere. I keep forgetting to tell you, I know it's on the screen every single time I show the listing, but all of these things are highly, highly rated. Like thousands and thousands and thousands of 5-star reviews. So as far as the quality of it goes, it's been tested by the community, which I love. The second to last category, now we have fashion. I don't have a whole lot for fashion. I do like a lot of things that I get on Amazon, but a lot of the things that I get on Amazon just really aren't giftable or very easily giftable because you don't know their size. Well, these leggings here are so dang soft. They wash incredibly well. They haven't pilled up or anything on me. They have really good stretch, and you also don't need to know anybody's size for it. They have 88,000 reviews at almost a solid 5 stars. It comes in 25 different colors, and the 2 sizes that they offer, one size and one size plus. That's it. That's all you need to know about somebody. The ones that I have are full length. They also come in full length with pockets or in a capri length, also at kind of varying price points. And the colors do also vary at different price points, but the most popular one, these ones, 15 bucks. And speaking of things pilling up, please someone explain to me why I haven't owned a sweater shaver until now. This thing is the most magical thing that I could have added into my closet. I should have had this for my closet organization. There are pieces of clothing that I got rid of that I just didn't feel like were good quality enough that this thing would have revived and would have saved. You can use this on upholstery. You can use this on your clothing. You can use this, maybe not on your dog. Don't use it on your dog. Bedding, sometimes those fleece blankets and stuff, they'll start to kind of pill up a little bit. This one does come in two different colors. You can get it in the smoky color or you can get it in like a lavender purple color. They are rechargeable, easy to use, incredibly travel friendly. How it works is the stainless steel blades cut while the air suction sucks everything into the little canister, and then that's it. That's done. And then the last item in the fashion category, scrunchies. But these have a different purpose to them. They have their own little stash pocket. If you're going anywhere, you don't want to carry your purse, you want to put your chapstick, your lip gloss, your money inside of this and then zip it. There's other purposes, but like zip it back up and put it on your wrist. You have like a safe, secure way to transport. You never want to be that person that's made yourself a victim. This is a really negative way of even viewing these things, but when you make yourself a victim by walking around and visibly carrying cash, then there is obviously an increased risk of you being targeted. I don't carry a purse because, I grew up in Detroit, so I have an idea of how to be a little bit safer, and these things are so nice for that. If you're going to the beach and you don't want to carry your purse and you need money because the concession stand, if you're going to a concert, you can't carry that stuff in to a concert with you, scrunchie. This set comes in 3 different colors, the black, pink, and purple, but I'll be sure to put other variations of this down below if these colors really aren't your vibe. They do have a velvet finish. It's incredibly soft. And again, it comes in a 3-pack, so you could like pull them apart and gift one to each person. Okay, our last category is cars, or car owners, I guess, would really get the most use out of this. Have you ever been pulled over and then they ask you for your license, registration, and insurance, and then you have to reach into your glove compartment and you feel very awkward about it because you're just assuming that the police officer assumes that you have a gun in there, or maybe something else is in there that you don't necessarily want them to see. Like, I keep tampons and stuff in there too. I don't care if a police officer sees that, but like some people might actually care. And then also in that same scenario, have you been completely unable to find your registration or insurance? You can imagine anybody who owns a car in your life that has also happened to them. This thing is going to save the day. As a car registration and insurance holder, it fits perfectly into that little cubby on the side of your door, in the center console, or in the glove compartment, behind the seat, in that little pocket, wherever you plan on storing it. But then if somebody gets pulled over or gets in a car accident or something like that, they can just hand this over. Everything is already together. It kind of like squashes a lot of the anxiety about even just getting pulled over in the first place, or getting in a car accident and not being able to find the correct paperwork. It's an excellent gift if you have kids, especially new drivers, or somebody that's just disorganized in your life. Literally anybody that has a car can use this. And then the very last thing for the video, maybe my favorite, maybe the most impressive item on this entire list, for under $15. Can you believe that you can get this entire car vacuum for under $15? It's got 4 solid stars. Is it 5 stars? No, but it has 240,000 reviews. People love this thing, and because of the price point, it just makes such a good, like, still impressive gift at this price. But it has the 12-volt like cigarette lighter adapter. It says it can clean up any mess from bumper to bumper. Because it is connected to power and not something that's recharged, it's not gonna die on you part of the way through cleaning your car. It's very strong, so it's actually pulling a lot of the dirt out of the seats, because I have cloth seats, as well as out of the flooring because it's Michigan. We have seasons and I have kids and my car gets dirty. This thing is like an entire car cleaning kit. It has a carry bag to hold the vacuum and the flathead extendable and brush nozzles. It also has a filter brush, a spare HEPA filter, and this little doodab guy to get into the parts that you can't. It has a 16-foot cord. You're literally gonna get through your entire vehicle, all the way from the front, all the way to the far, far back. Even if you've got a Navigator and Escalade, it's getting all the way back there. If you know somebody who owns pets, who owns kids, who is just messy, just in general, who likes to keep their car clean even, like literally if they own a car, then this is going to be an amazing gift for them. Okay, so then that rounds it out. Those are the 20 different items for under $15 that you could give this holiday season. I think that they work for birthday presents, for Christmas gifts, as stocking stuffers, white elephant gifts. Literally anybody on your list, you can combine a couple of the things together to make a bit more of like a substantial gift if it's somebody that you're a little bit closer to, of course. But I hope that you love this video. I hope that you found something that would work for somebody in your life. Let me know what you get down below. And also, can't forget, huge shout out to Ooze for sponsoring today's video. Thank you so much, Ooze Life, for doing that, and to all my patrons for making videos like this possible. Please consider hitting subscribe before you leave. I have a few more of these types of videos coming out for the holiday season, and yeah, I'd love to have you here. I'll see you next time though, okay? Love ya. Bye.